Welcome back to another Book Talk with Tracy. Last time I introduced a topic that's kind of cool called ekphrastic writing. And I talked a little bit about a piece that I wrote, a poem that I wrote after I looked at a painting. And maybe this time I'll just read the actual definition of what ekphrastic writing is. So here we have ekphrastic writing is a noun. It's a literary description or a commentary on a visual work of art. Ekphrastic writing focuses on a writer's response to a work of visual art. It's an exchange between the artist and the writer who uses words to interpret, inhabit, and imaginatively engage with the artist and the work. So that was the definition of what that means. But the reason I'm talking about it today is, as I said last time, I've been involved as an artist in a regional art show that happens annually in my area. And part of our Arts Council's mandate is to, have other art forms happening, not just the visual arts, of course. And so we have this ekphrastic writing opportunity for writers in the region to come and look at the art show and potentially submit a piece of writing based on one of the artworks. And so this year is actually the first time that I had written a piece. I write, fiction, novels and such, longer things, but I'm not really a poet. But I was inspired to write a little poem about a fox. And I shared that last time because it had some really sentimental meaning to me. So I did share that in the last episode. And I had mentioned that I wanted to share another piece of ekphrastic writing, but we just ran out of time. So that's why we're doing this again in a second part to this ekphrastic writing episode, I guess you could say. And that is because a couple of years ago, I submitted a piece to the art show, as I always do, called Love. And I actually have it here, so I'll just roll my chair around and pick it up. So it's not a large painting, as you can see. It's, I think, 16 inches square or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, there it is. It's called Love. And it was part of a series of 9 paintings. They're all the same size. And they were my interpretation of the fruit of the Spirit. So when I did the paintings, I was trying very hard not to be representational in any way. I didn't want to paint a heart to represent love or a dove to represent peace or something like that. I wanted them to be very non-representational. And so it was just about the mood and the colors and the feeling that you get from the painting that I was trying to represent each fruit of the Spirit. Well, much to my surprise and delight, a writer whose name is Shanae Roper, who is actually from Fort Nelson, wrote a poem based on my painting. And she actually got an honorable mention for this poem, and I was really blown away. So, I got a nice little card. It's got the poem and it's got the painting here on this side as part of, the fact that happened. But I'm going to read the poem to you because it definitely, like her interpretation of what I was saying, it blew me away. I had never thought of the work that way, and yet this is what she came up with. Love is a firework, bursting up through the loins, shrapnel sharp, red as lava. Love is a body lost temporarily to the pain of life, inching forward, squeezing, forcing. Love is a bass line from a Pixies song, the sound the mother makes when the baby breaks. Love is listening to the screams of women birthing in the endless hours of night. As you wait your turn, love is the gentle tendrils of a morphine shot, setting each burning circle at ease. Love is an audience of interns peering into a gore that is you, has become you, a baby turning blue. No hand to hold as you wait. Love is the sound of breath, the flush of pink from tiny toes up to tiny cheeks. Love is that moment. Love is a choice between fear and being there. I was like, wow. So obviously she was writing about a birthing experience. And I suppose, looking at the painting now, I can see that maybe has some reference to a uterus or, I don't know, the birthing experience. I mean, I can see it when I read her poem. It's like, oh, wow. And certainly as a woman who has given birth a few times myself, I could feel those emotions and certainly that pain, but also the euphoria that comes with that experience. And so for me, it was a very deep and meaningful thing to have someone have that kind of response to my work, and then for me to be able to see it and hear it and share it was really wonderful. And I guess that's one of the things that I find so powerful about ekphrastic writing. As I shared last time about the piece that I wrote about recently about the fox, I'm sure that, the artist probably wouldn't have considered the childhood meaning and the memories and the nostalgia that his painting of a fox brings to me. I mean, other people would look at it and, I'm sure think about all kinds of different things. And so, that's really the wonderful thing about art, be it visual art, be it music, be it poetry or, any kind of writing. It's what we bring to the art that is also just as important as what the artist or the writer brings to us. And it's this wonderful meeting, hearing their words, seeing their imagery, but then also our interpretation as we internalize that imagery, that really makes it wonderful. It's why I love the arts. I have to say, I'm a big nerd when it comes to the arts. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you today, a little bit different, something different. I've, mostly been sharing about books and plays and things, but it just seemed like an opportune time to share that, I guess, because it's recent in my memory. So I hope you enjoyed these last couple of episodes on ekphrastic writing. And if you ever have an opportunity to do that, be it formally, through some kind of a contest or submission process, or even if you're just next time you go to a museum or you see some art, try it. It's kind of a cool exercise. Anyway, that's it for now. I encourage you to hop over to my website, tracykrause.com. No E in Tracy, 2 S's in Krause, where you can check out all of my books, my plays, all of my work. And certainly if you've ever read any of my work and you've enjoyed it, I sure appreciate reviews. So that is it for this time. I will see you again on another Book Talk with Tracy. Bye for now.